Dress the Bride came in sections through the post. It's all in the programme.
That's lovely. Great.
The aliens are on the run, but is there a sting in their lizard-like tails? Find out in the final episode of V, just after the headlines, which are next.
This lady is about to become a very missing person.
You've got Hollywood and New York by the ears.
It's that episode in Mexico in 1967. Those are the people to worry about.
Quincy is about to uncover what is anything but death by natural causes.
I mean, she's gone. She can't be gone. I put her on hold.
He'd have us believe that this was some sort of a worldwide conspiracy.
Saturday Murder Mystery Suspense at 9:20 on Central.
It'll take longer than 10 seconds to get to know Mary Claire.
Graham and Brian have just retired. Graham chose a Norwich Union pension. Brian didn't.
We'll manage perfectly well with what we've put by.
Graham can continue to enjoy life to the full. Brian's trying to cope too.
There's a few miles left in this car yet.
Graham and his wife are just off on holiday. While Brian...
Our front garden's good enough for us.
Graham enjoys real peace of mind at night with the strength and security of a Norwich Union pension. And Brian?
We'll get by all right. The house is worth a bob or two. And there's your savings as well, aren't there, love? Love?
Don't just take our word for it. Take independent financial advice too about the performance of a pension from Norwich Union.
Yes, we have a 12 in the blue.
With the scalloped neck.
Yes, a 12 in the blue with a scalloped neck.
And in the white?
Yes, we have a 12 in the white.
And do you have the 14 in the blue?
I thought Madam was a 12.
Well, normally, yes, but you see, if the cut is on the smallest side, they're not generous these days, you know what I mean? They skimp around the armhole.
Yes, we have a 14 in the blue.
And in the white?
And in the white, and in the green, and in the pink.
Green? Oh, now, do you have a 12 in the green?
Yes, we have a 12 in the green.
And in
the pink.
Before you shop, why not call and make sure they've got exactly what you want?
So, you've got all of the colours in both of the sizes.
All the colours in all sizes.
You haven't sold out of anything?
Nothing at all.
It's not what you call all the rage, is it?
British Telecom. It's you we answer to.
Oi, Andy! Andy! Hope you're not nicking my brute.
No chance, Henry. Got my own now.
The new generation Brute 33 aftershave. Fresher, lighter. It ain't Henry.
Lou. Lieutenant's the name. I had a lead on Candy's case. We were flying down to Rio, Brazil, and they were all nuts. Except for Mr. Green. He was the local Ross. I opened a can of Tennant's Pilsner. The cool taste was it for Nemo Beach. Mr. Green made me an offer. I had a choice. My Tennant's Pilsner or a trainload of Reddies. It was close, but not that close. Tennant's Pilsner. It's good, but not that good.
The British are still winning Cold War.
In the summer? And before you can say Jack Frostovich, it will be...
winter. Yeah. So the British are getting 20 pounds off every ultra-slim storage heater.
That runs on less than half-price electricity, and 20 pounds to spend at the famous B&Q, and 6 months to pay. Interest-free.
At MEB, you get £20 off every storage heater, a £20 B&Q voucher, and 6 months to pay interest-free.
They are winning the Cold War before it has even started.
It's just not cricket matches.
Three people have been shot dead at a house in the village of West Lockhinge in Oxfordshire.
Police say 2 men and a woman were found dead after a number of shots were heard in the house at 10:15. It's thought the murderer killed 2 people and then committed suicide. The Queen and Mrs. Thatcher have joined world leaders in sending Pakistan messages of condolences after the death of President Mohammad Zia al-Haq. Mrs. Thatcher said he was the admiration of the world for the way he helped the Afghan people after the Russian invasion. President Zia was killed when his military plane exploded minutes after takeoff from Bahawalpur. All 37 on board died, including the US ambassador to Pakistan and 10 senior Pakistani generals and brigadiers. Sabotage has not been ruled out. The country's cabinet has been meeting in emergency session led by Pakistan's acting president Ishaq Khan. He's declared a state of emergency. Troops have been put on alert in Karachi, but there are no reports of any disturbances. A general election will go ahead on November the 16th. President Zia, who was 64, ruled Pakistan for 11 years after overthrowing Prime Minister Ali Bhutto. Bhutto was tried for murder, but despite appeals, Zia refused to save him and he was executed. A devout Muslim, Zia tried to turn Pakistan into a modeling Muslim state, banning alcohol and dancing. Over the past few years, opposition to Zia has centred around Bhutto's daughter Benazir. She's now joined other opposition leaders in appealing for a peaceful changeover of power. Lord Silkin of Dulwich, the former Labour Attorney General, has died at the age of 70 in an Oxford hospital after a long illness. As Sam Silkin, he was a Labour MP in South London for almost 20 years. He served as Chief Law Officer during the Wilson and Callaghan governments from 1974 to 79. He was made a peer in 1985. An opinion poll in today's Daily Telegraph shows the Conservatives have jumped 12 percentage points ahead of Labour, compared with just 2.5 last month. It puts the Conservatives on 45.5%, with Labour on 33.5%. The SLP has more than 10% and the SDP has 6.5%. That's it. More news later.
Is this the end of civilization as we know it? Find out now in V.
A year ago, the visitor